Kaboom! Hello guys, and welcome to the first episode of Gray's Trains, and today we are at war. This is a train simulator scenario that comes with a bullied Q1. There it is. Yeah, I'm gonna have a go and yeah, see what all the faux shizzle and manizzle's about. But we got Spitfires on flatbeds. The route is Somerset and Dorset, which is perhaps one of the oldest routes in the game. Came out in 2007, rail simulator. There's our engine. Britain is at war. Many areas of the country are being attacked from the air, and your task today is to take C-18 and move 8 ex-World War I 12-inch howitzer railguns to Bath to help with the anti-air defence. The howitzers are very heavy and are unbraked, so even with a central brake van, you will need to allow lots of time to slow down and should not go faster than 40 miles an hour. They're currently in a siding at Braisden, so wait for the War Department supply train to pass and then move forwards onto the main line. So, yeah, we are at war, apparently. There's nothing like a war, is there? Nothing like a good old war. But oh my god, the Germans! They've taken the sun! They've taken our British sun! We're not going to let them get away with this. No siree. First impressions of this scenario, it's pretty good. I kind of like the air raid timers in the background. It's relaxing to me. There we go. Right. Let's move forward then. The train's out of the way. Apologies for the potato style graphics, but there's not an awful lot I can do about that at the moment. Currently trying to save up to get myself sorted really before I even think about upgrading the computer. So what's all this going to be about then? Well, basically we're going to be taking having a little bit of fun with Train Simulator, and yeah, if you guys like what you see, then obviously I'll do more of it. No, I think we need some more coal fire. Yeah, we do. If at some point during these videos you see the frame rates drop ridiculously, don't worry about it. It's just a sweet potato that I call my computer, and I say that as soon as I get a frame rate drop, so many apologies. We've got to drive for a mile in the forwards direction to get our railguns. So that means we can... Ooh. That's quite ominous. But yeah, we got to go and get our railguns, so that means we can shoot some Germans. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to shoot some Germans? It's a British birthright to be able to shoot some Germans every now and again. I love Germans, lovely people, make even better target practice. How's our fire doing? So this is a career type scenario. which means that basically there's a point system involved. You're working towards points. You're trying to get as close to 1,000 points as you can, and you get points deducted for driver quality, being late, and tickling above the speed limit. So, yeah. Fun times all around. Those appear to be our rail guns, so we need to drive past and then back down onto them. Ooh. Yeah, I do like the Q1 by Victory Works. It's a good engine, nice to drive. And because it's Victory Works, you get a lot for your money. And I've just driven past the siding. That was a good idea. Let's get some reverse thrust going. What can I say about the Q1? Well, they were introduced during the Second World War because when Bulleid came to the Southern Railway, he found that the Southern was still principally operated by a lot of pre-grouping designs, and so he wanted to come up with a new goods engine. However, there was a war on, and development of new locomotives was heavily frowned upon. So what he did was that he designed the Q1s as an austerity locomotive, which is why they have a very plain sort of look about them. But they're very functional, and in fact they were Britain's most powerful 060 tender engines. In fact, I think they were Britain's most powerful 060s, full stop, really. Yeah, there's only one in preservation, unfortunately. And people will tell you that they were ugly locomotives, but really they weren't, because I think, principally, that Bulleid was a bit of a genius. And I think the fact that he managed to build these engines, as powerful as they were, but they were also incredibly light. They could go in areas where similar locomotives of similar power couldn't. Well done. Now take them to Bath. To help with the air defence there. Be aware that the houses are very heavy and unbraked, so allow plenty of time to slow down and stay under 40 miles an hour. This DLC, Sergal DLC came out, I think 2013. I'm not too sure on that. I think that's when it came out. And it's basically a redo, because Victory Works, they went under the name of Karma 99, mostly working on freeware items. They turned their attention to payware DLC in 2012, and ever since then they've worked very hard to make high quality items for Train Simulator. I should have say that I'm in no way sure I might have overbuilt environment there. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm not endorsed by Victory Works in any way. I'm not working for them. I don't work for anybody at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah, I do like Victory Works products. They're very good, though. The Q1 it's starting to get a little bit dated now. However, I have helped with the rolling stock situation in that I have Steam Sound Supreme wagon sounds on here. I also bought the coach sound as well, and they make such a big difference to scenarios, existing scenarios, no matter how old they are, because they can cover most rolling stock from default to a lot of newer releases. And yeah, it's a fantastic value for money because they don't cost an awful lot of money, and you get much better sounds as a result. Just trying to get the camera away so I can see what's going on with my phone. So we have to keep under 40 miles an hour. If there are moments when I'm quiet, I do apologise, but yeah. It's a fairly decent piece of DLC. Unfortunately, I can't do it much justice with my graphics as they currently are. But I'm hoping at some point, either through the year or next year or wherever, I will be able to upgrade my computer a little bit. Because in all fairness, my machine has lasted about 6 years without any issues. So I think it's done pretty damn well, given the age of the machine. And the fact that I am actually able to have playable frames. They're not the best frames in the world, but they are playable. But the graphics, the only problem with the graphics is that I can't run with dynamic lighting on. If the dynamic lighting was on, obviously it would make the game look so much better. I've got a high detail on and everything, but it's just the lighting that's, unfortunately, that's the same thing. Oh, oh no! It's a German aeroplane. Oh no, I'm under attack! By an aeroplane with a suspiciously stationary propeller. Oh no, he's hit one of my rail guns. Trouble! The attacking plane has set fire to the ammo crate on the last howitzer. Oh no! After some quick thinking, you realise that the next safe place to drop it is off at a remote siding at Midford. Huh, why didn't I think of that? Get the train to Midford siding free and get the last howitzer uncoupled there. The siding is just after the 30 mph speed limit sign. You have 6¼ minutes. Oh no! We've got to get gone. We've got to run. I don't know, those Germans, they keep attacking me. I don't know what it is, but they just love bombing me for whatever reason. Now this is a point where I have to say that the scenario sort of goes downhill a little bit, because we're now in a highly stressful situation, but we're not allowed to go above 40 miles an hour. So what are you supposed to do? I'm going to stick at 40 and see if I can make it there. I've only got 2 miles to go, so I should be okay. Who knows? That is a bloody good shot, I must say. You must be the best darts player that the Luftwaffe have to offer. We've got to run. We've got to run. Oh noes. We've got to run. Above 40. Oh no. Oh right, it's just up there. Speed up. Can't dilly-dally. You might blow up. Who knows? I hope I don't blow up. Come on, engine. Come on, engine. We've got to go. We've got to go. Oh, we could go kaboom! Come on, little chuff chuff. Right, there's the 30 mph limit and the runabout. So given the weight of the train, I think I'm going to start braking now. That's not that one. Tender handbrake. Right. Throw out the anchors. That's the siding. So we've got the engine brakes fully on. That's up in the reverse gear. Oh, I'm getting bad marks on drive quality. Now's not the time, game! I could go up any minute. Don't move forward enough. No. Come on, points, change, change. Thank you. I can feel the heat from here. Now's not the time to be pressing the wrong buttons. Right, so we need to get it past that ground signal. Sorry you have failed. You did not manage to drop off the howitzer in time. Oh. You know what that means, guys? Kaboom! Right, let's try again. Right, so I think I've got it this time. Okay, so let's just try and bring this train to a halt. Stop, 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 stop. Right, come on. Oh, this is so painful. So what I think was the problem was that I was spending a lot of time dithering at about 35, 37. I think you have to be doing exactly 40 in order to get here on time. So now get out of there. Okay, right. Come on, come on. There we go. Get out there. Don't need to ask me twice. This is the worst thing to be doing during a career scenario when you have to pay attention to speed limits. Saying that though, this is why I love Victory Works products, is that you get advanced features like that, you get little tidbits which just make the scenario just so much more fun to play. Phew, that was pretty close. Now get these howitzers to Bath as quick as you can. Alright. I've also been working out why my steam pressure hasn't been the best on the first attempt. It's because I had the cylinder cocks open the whole time and I didn't even notice. Cylinder cocks, to those who aren't as inclined, they're a drainage mechanism on the cylinders. You can see the mechanism just way in there, just beneath the boiler there, those little things waggling about. So those are the cylinders there with the sort of nipples on them. And the thing is that when an engine's been stood for a while, you get condensate in there, because as we all know, once water vapour cools, it turns into water, and you don't want water in a device that relies on pressure, because what will happen is that because water doesn't compress, when the piston inside reaches the end of its stroke, there's nowhere for the water to go except for straight out the cylinder. Yeah, it's an important device on a steam engine, but you don't want to use it when you're running because it hemorrhages steam, reduces the efficiency of the engine. So let's go to the tunnel. Went into a tunnel and fucked up its funnel and never came again. This is where we get some half decent frames. 30 frames a second. That's impressive. See, I never get why a lot of people focus on getting more than 30 frames per second, because for the most part, that's all the human eye can actually register, is 30 frames. I don't know, I think some people just enjoy spending the money. Something I've got to ask: how did someone know? What? How would a member of the how would a footplate crew notice? Well, know how long it takes for the bomb from a Stuka dive bomber to ignite an ammo crate. How do they know how long it's going to be until that box goes kaboom? How do they know? I don't know. Maybe they taught. Maybe the Southern Railway taught drivers differently back then.
Well, the first thing for you chaps to realise is that when you're driving a locomotive, and you happen to be carrying a rail gun behind you, and a Stuka dive bomber hits it, you've got 6.25 minutes to get the fuck out.
I think that for the purpose of the scenario, I think that was pretty good fun, actually. I mean, granted, I'm going to have loads of Call of Duty players sat out there going,
Oh, it doesn't look like an explosion. No, it doesn't look like an explosion. It's an edge of pile of poo.
well, I have this to say, which is that we're talking about a game which has an engine which is well over 10 years old now. And it's first and foremost a railway simulation game. So you can't exactly complain about an explosion not being spectacular enough, or albeit an explosion at all. But this is the thing, I mean, Victory Works were so far the only lot who've actually done something like this in Train Simulator. And the only people who have actually gone that far with the the interactivity of it all. I mean, something I love Victory Works products for is just how advanced they are. At some point, I am going to do a video just about Victory Works DLC and just why it is so good. could say I'm a bit of a fanboy when it comes to Victory Works DLC. But the reason is that they put advanced features into the game. They really do turn it on its head, really. They look at what features are in Train Sim, what features aren't in Train Sim, and then they go, yeah, let's find a way of putting this feature in. Why not? And the thing is, though, is that the whole thing could have been done with triggers. So, for example, you go over a marker in the track, triggers off the Stuka dive bomber, and also triggers off a smoke animation from the howitzer at the back. I mean, that's the way I imagine it's probably done. I'm not claiming to be an expert or anything. Lord no. I mean, why on earth would I ever claim to be an expert in anything? Because, well, as far as I'm aware, I'm a total idiot for the most part. I'm an intelligent idiot. Even though I've got an IQ of 138, I still do stupid things. But that's the thing. I think we all do stupid things, really, don't we? I'm making good use of not just the rather limited train brake, but I'm also using the tender handbrake because, well, when I'm using the vacuum brake, only the locomotive's wheels are going to be braked in that situation, but by using the tender handbrake, I've got an extra 6 wheels. It's all about traction with railways. It's all about traction. Traction is important. Without traction, you go nowhere. Likewise, if you don't have traction, you don't have a chance to stop either. Traction is very important. Traction is an important factor of life. If there was no traction, no one would be going anywhere or stopping. So, take it from me, kiddies. If you want to go anywhere, use traction. Weirdly enough, traction seems to be a thing that a lot of bully designs seem to struggle with, because the Q1s, and not just the Q1s, but also the merchant navies and the light Pacifics that bully comes up with, because they were all so light, they couldn't put their power down onto the rails very well. Bully was the first UK designer, as far as I can tell anyway, to use what's known as the box pop wheels. So you can kind of see it on the tender. If you look at the locomotive, you can see how the spokes, they're not really like ordinary spokes. Almost like they're cast in. Well, that's the whole point. This is why I hate career scenarios, because I was there maintaining 15 miles an hour quite happily, and then suddenly I end up in the 15 mile per hour limit. What's it? Everything's happening all at once. What's it? Nowhere to go up close. People do ask, why do I like Train Simulator so much? Well, the thing is that this is effectively a custom-made game. You buy what you want, you do what you want, and it's all good fun, really. And that's the thing, I mean, you know, it's not like a lot of games where they go, oh, you have to buy this in order to be able to do this, this and this. But Train Simulator, it is built up on DLC, and it's all a part of making the experience more custom made to you. Like for example, I'm into my steam engines. I like my steam engines. I like my steam era stuff. I'm not really into preservation. Granted, I appreciate the preservation movement, but I'm not into simulations of preservation era because to me the idea of just trundling about 25 miles per hour, pulling light loads over, you know, a 5-mile stretch of line is not really my idea of a good time. My idea of a good time is storming down the line at you know 50 to 60 miles an hour with an express or a heavy freight in tow, where the locomotives are a bit grubby, where the you know, that sort of thing. I just think that that's more entertaining than sitting there at 25 miles an hour pulling a bunch of angry armchairs who are probably sat there in the coaches going,
Oh, they painted this engine in this colour and it's most inauthentic. Oh.
I'd much prefer to just do what these locomotives were designed to do. Which is why I quite like the Q1, for instance, because, well, this is what the Q1 would have done when it entered service, which is that it would have been pressed into the war effort. Because, of course, one of Britain's greatest assets during the war was the railways. I mean, granted, the railways, as a weapon, were useless. But as a means for supplying troops, for supplying arms, they were unbeatable, really. So anyway, that's us finished by the looks of it, chaps. So, chaps and chapettes, rather. So, from here on in, I say thank you for watching. If you want to see more of this content, then please give me some feedback. I'd love some feedback. I'm not going to press you to click and subscribe or anything like that. Do what you want. So anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you again very soon. Get your pitch,